Right, you lot, gather round, 'cause it's time for a proper reckoning. Never wonder why Scotty McGaming's been feeling a bit off lately? Yeah, me too. Somewhere between hyping up X-Defiant, schooling twonks on Game Dev 101 and rinsing Call of Duty for every stupid decision they make, I lost a bit of my spark. But bollocks to that, 'cause today we're firing up old Yorkshire charm, spicing up content, and dragging this channel back to its beautiful, chaotic roots. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. It helps channel grow, keeps me ranting for your twisted enjoyment. Right then, buckle up, you magnificent sods, 'cause I'm about to get real with you. Somewhere along the way, I forgot why I even started this bloody channel. When I first fired up Scotty McGaming, I had one goal: to piss off twonks, educate clueless, and laugh me arse off while doing it. It all started with X-Defiant. Remember that? So-called cog killer that had me hyped 'cause it actually had a bit of old school FPS grit to it. No SBMM bollocks, just shoot, move and win, like good old days. I made videos explaining how game development actually works, 'cause some of you lot think making a game is like ordering a kebab, quick, cheap and ready in 5 minutes. Spoiler, it's not. Then of course there was Call of Duty, my favourite punching bag. Every year they roll out new one, slap a 70 quid price tag on it, and then absolutely shag player base with broken mechanics, predatory microtransactions, and a matchmaking system designed to make sure you have fun once every 4 games. If you're lucky. And I was there, front and centre, torch in one hand, pitchfork in other, ready to tear into them. But somewhere between all that, I got sloppy. Maybe it was illness, maybe it was grind, or maybe I just got bored of repeating myself. You can only scream, what the fuck are they thinking so many times before soul starts leaving your body? And content? Well, it gotta be safe, polished, almost professional. And I don't do professional. I'm not some corporate shill reading patch notes with fake smile. I'm Scotty fucking McGaming. I'm here to rip into industry like a starving dog at a butcher's window. And somewhere along the way, I forgot that. So consider this me confession. I dropped ball, but I'm picking it back up, shoving it straight up some corporate arse, and we're getting back to good stuff. Twonks, beware. Your day's a piece of over. Bottom line, Scotty McGaming's going back to what it were always meant to be. Brutal, funny, educational, can get past insults, and 100% twonk free, unless I'm roasting one. So if you missed chaos, rants, and proper no bollocks gaming talk, strap in, 'cause it's all coming back. And if you don't like it, well, unsubscribe button's there, sweetheart. Now if you're new here and thinking, what's a twonk? Congratulations, you might be one. A twonk is that special breed of clueless gobshite who thinks every game should be made in 6 weeks by one man in his shed, and who screams dumb things like "fix servers" on every patch note tweet. Once upon a time, this channel were a twonk magnet that'd show up in droves. I'd roast them alive, and rest of you lot would gather round fire and toast marshmallows on the smouldering remains. It were beautiful. But lately, they've been missing. Gone. Vanished like quality assurance at Activision. And I've realised why. I got too safe. Rants got softer, insults got milder, and somewhere along the way I stopped waving a giant neon sign that says "Twonks welcome, free roasts inside." That ends today. Twonk Roast, trademark pending, is officially back on menu, and I'm not holding back. If you're one of those dribbling buffoons who thinks every game dev is lazy, who thinks every balance change is a personal attack, or who still believes game's dead every time player count dips, you're getting dragged into the spotlight and skewered like a Yorkshire pudding kebab. But here's best bit, I need you lot to help. Whenever you see a comment so stupid it makes your brain itch, screenshot it, send it my way. We're going to build a new wall of twonkery and roast these plonkers together. It's crowd participation, but with extra spite. So if you missed savage side of Scotty McGaming, don't worry, Yorkshire Roast is back. And if you're a twonk watching this right now, wondering if I'm talking about you, yes, sunshine, I am. This isn't just a quick content refresh. This is a full-blown Scotty McGaming rebirth. New attitude, new energy, same old sarcastic bastard steering ship. So what's coming? Let me spell it out so there's no confusion, even for twonks hiding it back. Top 10s, Supercharged Edition. We're keeping top 10 list, but they're getting a full Scotty twist. Less, oh, this game's pretty decent. More, this one's brilliant, this one's dog shite, and this one can suck me controller. Brutal honesty, all way. If a game's worth your time, I'll tell you. If it's a waste of digital storage, you'll know that too. Free games rundown with extra sarcasm. You love a freebie? So do I. But no more soulless lists. I'm diving into these games properly. Are they hidden gems or free for a reason? I'll tell you if it's worth your download or if you're better off watching paint dry on a wet Tuesday in Bradford. Hey Scotty, you ask our rant. This one stays untouched. Your questions, my rants, no filter. Basically therapy, but cheaper with more swearing. Twonk Roast returns. Already covered this. But just to be crystal clear, wall of twonkery is being built again. If you see stupidity in wild, send it to me and I'll publicly barbecue bastard for everyone's entertainment. Community service, Yorkshire style. Industry bollocks exposed. You know I love tearing into corporate gaming bullshit, from battle pass scams to live service grift and all sneaky predatory crap that try to sneak past you lot. That's all getting its own dedicated videos. No more squeezing it into other rants. If a company deserves a kicking, they're getting full McGaming spotlight. Special one-offs and experiments. I'm also going to mess about with some off-wall content. Maybe react to some proper gaming stupidity. Maybe some behind-the-scenes dev insight. Maybe even an odd nostalgic dive into games from when gaming were actually good. Bottom line, Scotty McGaming is going back to its roots, but turbocharged for 2025. No fluff, no fake hype, just rants, roast, reviews and reality checks. All served up with a side order of Yorkshire venom. If you're up for that, you're my kind of person. If not, doors over there, and it hit your hard on your arse on my heart. Now, before you bugger off, do me a solid. Get yourself down to Discord. That's where real chaos happens. And it's also the best place to send me your twonk sightings for Wall of Shame. Links in the description, unless you're a twonk yourself, in which case, maybe sit this one out, eh? While you're at it, follow me on X. Yeah, I still hate calling it that, but whatever. And if you really want to support channel, join channel memberships. Not only does it help keep lights on, but you also get to feel superior to non-members, which is worth the price alone. All links you need are in the description. Go click them. Now let's do Holy Trinity. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and leave your comments and questions below. You never know, I might just feature your nonsense in a future video. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.